Hey, plumbing bros. Welcome to Potty Talk Live, where we take it into the trenches, the crawl spaces, basements, kitchens, and baths, all around this big, beautiful world of ours to talk to plumbing professionals just like you. Hey there, I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, coming at you live from Command Central here in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. Hey, and I'm excited to talk to this cat because he's from my hometown here in Indianapolis, Indiana. So I got another guy here in town. We'll have him on shortly here, a young gun that's knocking him up there, knocking him out, knocking him up. Yeah, the lovely Laura just caught me on that one here. We got the lovely Laura in the house. Yeah, he ain't knocking him up. That's a bad. It's been one of those days for me here. I've been like going 100 mile an hour here today, here. But hey, we got Mr. Drew Thompson. He's owner of Thompson's Plumbing, Sewer, and Drain. There we go. Hey, you got a shot of his truck there. Nice looking truck, looking clean. Very legible there. All right. Nice. All right. Out of Indianapolis, Indiana. There we are. USA. All right. The heartland. There we go here. Looking forward to it. But he's looking good. Look, good stuff there. Hey, you need to look good. All right. You need to look good just like the lovely Laura over here too. Hey, baby, you're looking good. All right. Good to see you. All right. Hey, back to the show. All right. Hey, but you need to be looking good too. And, it's important for your logo to be looking good. And the stuff that you hand out to your customers needs to be looking good. And your website needs to be looking good. All that stuff needs to be looking good because your customers judge a book by its cover. All right. Hey, you can cry all you want in your Fruit Loops, but it's just how it is. They do. All right. But I get it. We're plumbers. We're expert plumbers. We're not expert, graphic designers. You don't have to be. All right. You can do what I do. I use Design Crowd to design and have all my graphics, my logos, and those kinds of things. All right. Because with Design Crowd, you can get that professional look without all the extreme cost. It's like having your own graphics design department right in house. So you can be, a little guy like us, and it's like you're this big national company. You got your own design department there, and it's so easy. That's the cool thing. It is so easy to use. All you do is simply create a brief, which is just their fancy way of creating a job. You tell them what you want to have done, and then you'll start receiving unique designs from all around the world within hours, designed by professional graphic designers. And then all you do is simply pick the one you like. It's that easy. All right. That easy. You have a top-notch professional design at a fraction of the cost. Go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/design crowd to get started. All right. Because, hey, you're a professional plumber and you should look like one. All right. Just like our cat here coming on here. We got Drew Thompson, owner of Thompson's Plumbing, Sewer, and Drain out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Hey, Drew, you ready to rock Potty Talk Live?
Let's rock it out.
All right, buddy. Hey, it's good to see you. I know we've spoken, I think, a couple times, but hey, it's good to see your face, man.
Good to see you.
All right. How's it going?
Another day in a big city is a small cat.
There we go. All right, man. Hey, how's the weather in Indy? That's what the lovely Laura asked. How's the weather in your part of town?
It's great over here. I'm about ready to get my Harley out.
There we go. That's right. Hey, did I see it correctly? Did your wife get you that Harley? Get you a little gift? Is that what went down?
Yes, actually, my birthday was May 3rd.
Okay.
And a month before, 20 days before my birthday, she bought me a truck, a 2000 F-250 to pull the excavator with. And then 20 days after my birthday, she bought me the Harley.
There we go. Wow, that's right. She's got the lovely Laura says she's got to stop that. I kind of like that. How'd you work that out, man?
Fell into a good tree.
There we go. All right. That's a good one, man. All right. Hey, well, let's get on with the plumbing talk here.
Let's do it.
So tell us, how'd you get into plumbing? What's your story, man?
I was young. I was 17, 18, maybe a little bit younger. Really, I had issues going through school. high school, that being. I spent more time outside of school than I did inside of school. Graduated midterm from Ben Davis High School. Big school, big crowd. Really didn't like it. Really had no career path of where I was going to go with life. My dad owned his own business for 35 years, cleaning out foreclosed homes. So as soon as I got out of high school, I went straight into working for him. And his friend called one day and said, "Hey, you think Drew would want a job running drains?" And my dad said, "Well, I don't know. Here's his phone number. Call him." So he called me, and we talked about 30 minutes on the phone. And he said, "Well, how about you come in, on this day, and we'll have an interview and see what goes on." So it was for decent sized private owned company here in Indy called Gurney Bush.
Oh yeah. Know them well. Yeah.
And I went to my interview, and they offered me a percentage of each job, which I like that sound.
Yeah.
Because the more I made it, the more it was.
Yep.
A company take home vehicle. They paid for my first set of tools, and then they gave me my machines because I didn't have money to go out and buy, tools. Our hand tools are expensive on these trucks.
Right. There we go. So they made an investment in you.
Right. And I worked for them up until they sold.
Yep.
And when they sold out, it was time for me to go. It was time for me to move because the new owners were going to change a bunch of rules around, a bunch of stuff. And it was at that point to where it was like, do I stay here where they've invested in me and I've invested in them and take a chance of losing everything? Or do I do a professional way and split my ties at that point? So I went professionally up to the management, and I told them, I said, I think when you sell, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave at the same time. I had to talk to my boss laying in a hospital bed because he wrecked his motorcycle. And just so happened the new owner was sitting there with us. So I explained to him that, I've heard what they were doing, what was going to happen, and it wasn't what I wanted. I'm not about coming out here and taking advantage of customers. I want to come out here and I want to be honest with customers, and I want to move forward. I'm not going to come to a kitchen sink clog and tell you need your whole house repiped. I'm not going to take advantage of the customer. That's not what I was taught. That's not how I was raised. That's not my beliefs. So I'm not going to do it. And both of them were very understanding. And so he said, well, on this day is my last day of being the owner. After that, he's the new owner, and you do what you want then. And I said, well, that's my last day. So I
don't mean to cut you off there, but was this your transition of, how you got into doing your own thing and starting your own business? Was that
No, I actually worked for multiple other companies in the meantime. And I kind of went to corporate and tried corporate, and then I went back to private owned and went back. So I kind of bounced around, didn't stay nowhere long, because I wanted to see how other people did it before I decided to invest into it. And I took a little bit from each owner and put it all into one, and took the money I had saved up and decided it was going to make it or break it. And
there we go.
And I went, I had my truck because I already worked for a company called Roto-Rooter, and you got to buy your own trucks for them.
That's right.
And so I had already invested something into going out on my own. And then finally I talked to a few older cats who had already done it, and they told me it was life-changing for them. And I figured I'm 30 years old. If I don't do it now, well, I'm 31 now. But if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it.
Oh man, you're a young gun. You got plenty of time. You're in the strong time, brother.
So, and that's what I know, but that's why I wanted to catch it young before I tried to do it old.
Yeah. Yeah. When you get older, you move a little slower,
That's right. I want to be able to get it, be able to invest and stack money up. And by the time I do get old, hopefully I've got 15 employees out in trucks, and I can sit back on the beach.
There we go. That sounds very familiar. We love it. And that's the plan. And I love that you put it, Drew, because there's nothing wrong with. There's never been a better opportunity to start a business in the plumbing industry, and certainly on the service side of that's I love my commercial guys and the new construction guys. I love those things are fun, but it's tough to get it's a different kind of game, and it's tough to start out and make money over there. So it's you can start with nothing, and you can come out with a lot. And I'm a product of that story, and it sounds like you're on your way to being a product of that story. And
I started with a truck, and I came home one night, was complaining about the job I was at. My mother-in-law told me, she said, "Well, I'll tell you what I'll do." She goes, "I'll give you X amount of dollars if you just go out on your own. If you make it 6 months, you don't owe me a penny. If not, you owe me what I gave you." 3 months later, I had her completely paid off.
There we go.
So, I mean, it was a blessing in disguise going out on my own. Would I change it? Probably not. I don't think I would ever change it. Would I have done some stuff differently? Yes, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hindsight's always 20/20, man. Hindsight's always 20/20. So what is it that you're doing your own thing? So what was your aha moment then? You didn't come from Gurney Bush and that kind of thing. What was the moment where you said, really, okay, I'm going to do my own thing? When it just hit you?
I went into a company that I was working for, and this is what pushed me out on my own. Was I went to an interview with them, and I talked to them, and I told them I wanted 20 an hour to do plumbing in residential plumbing, and I was also going to be a combo tech and do drains. So I figured it was value for them, value for me. A lot of years of experience, I figured I was worth at least $20 an hour, and they talked me into starting for $17.50 an hour. So I did, trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. And, after my 90 days, I never heard nothing from them. They never approached me. So I approached them. We went to in the meantime, they took all my tools from me and wanted me to turn into a salesman, which I was not okay with. So we went to the meeting, and I talked to the management, and management just really, really disrespected me and smacked me in my face. So I told them then, I said, well, I'll see you guys in the field. And that was really what pushed me out on my own, was the disrespect from the management. That it seemed like multiple places you go, just the management, they don't care about you. All they care about that bottom line and their bonus.
Well, there's a lot to that, especially with the national companies and bigger companies. And it does come that moment. I hear that talking to a lot of guys, even all over the world. It's that what you're kind of talking about and sharing is that sense of freedom. And you had to be your own cool cat. Hey, I got something here just for Derek. Hey, Derek, this is a cool cat. This is right here. That's what I mean by cool cat. There, hope Derek, hope you're still watching there, but there we go. And you're right, Derek. All you need is your tools and a truck and a license, and you can get it done. And you can be your own cool cat here, just like Drew here. And, it's that freedom. It's that taste of freedom, doing your own thing, creating your own legacy. And, and it is about, as you get in doing your own thing, there's some realities that hit. You got to know the business side of things. And, that's why I offer here, my 7 must knows to be $1 million plumber. And I can get you a copy of that. You got a
wonderful book. Read it.
Oh, hey, appreciate that little plug there. But so for you guys out there, type free in the comments, and I'll get it out to you, because there's things you got to know to be successful, and some of that is the business things. But you're right, Drew. There's these. That's why I just got tired of playing someone else's game, living someone else's dream, and working on someone else's numbers. That kind of a thing. So it provides you that the life that you want. So, in looking at your plumbing business, when you started your plumbing business, what was something that surprised you that you weren't expecting?
The numbers. I was not expecting to start off out of the gate bringing in the numbers I was bringing in. She just walked inside, but I mean, my wonderful wife, which is my business partner / office manager.
Here we go. One of those two. The lovely Laura.
You know,
the great life.
We started, and I believe, don't hold me to this, but I want to say it was August, and from August to December, we did $80,000 worth of work. And when you look at numbers on a business aspect or numbers in a plumbing truck working for somebody else, you think $80,000, that's not a lot. But on a new business aspect that just started, that's tremendous. That's big numbers.
Yes, it is.
And I had a buddy who kind of, me and him walked through it together. And we're walking back over this walk again together because he just started his own company. But he was a lot of help to me, because he told me, he said, if you're going to do it, you got to go all out. You can't, there's no limits to starting your own. He said, you got to find out where your happy medium is. He said, so you got to try service, you got to try excavations, you got to try, remodels, and then you got to try new construction. And me personally, I'm a service kind of guy. I want to go in, I want to deal with a customer. I don't want to deal with a customer over the phone or that's in another state. I want to be able to talk to that customer myself face to face. I want to be able to shake his hand when I walk in his door, and I want to shake his hand when I walk out and make sure he's 100% satisfied before I leave his house. Because if I do that, I got to, no matter how, and you hear a lot of companies say, well, it's all about how you carry yourself. Yes, it is. It's all how you look, no earrings, no facial tattoos, no this, no that. I'm a big fan, and if you sell yourself to a customer, you have a customer for your life. Doesn't matter about the earrings. It doesn't matter about tattoos below your short shirt sleeve. That's what people see nowadays. That's common to people.
And you're right. Now, I'll agree with you that I'm a little old school, Drew. So I'm going to jump in here on that. And that I get it. There is that transition, but you're right. Our society's used to seeing more of that. But if you handle yourself like a professional, you treat the customer with respect, you educate them on what needs to be done. You still need to be, presentable. The customers certainly, it's tough to sell at a price point that that you need to sell to really make good money, be successful. And you're standing there in your underwear and you're cussing and you're all. You're not going to buy that no matter how much they believe you think you can do the job, because they still. But if you're presenting yourself well, you're looking good. There's method to your madness, and your truck is clean. You're right, the lovely Laura just threw that in. Your truck's clean. You will create a customer for life. You just dropped a huge nugget of gold there for our viewers.
You'll probably relate with this, Richard, because we're neighbors.
Yeah.
But I learned a long time ago, no matter even if I was working for somebody, Mike's Express Car Wash, man, it's $59 a month.
There we go. I got it right.
Buy it, put it on your truck, and lunchtime, grab you a cheeseburger and drive through Mike's Express Car Wash. Your first 30 seconds on the job is the most important. Now, if you get out of your truck and you got a great big biker beard, that's not going to look so hot for you. You keep your stuff, trimmed up and cleaned up, and you got a nice presentable truck that's not dirty and got mud all over it. More than likely, you're going to go out and sell a premium job for a premium price.
Yep.
And get it.
Yep.
It's when these guys walk up and they open their truck doors and have toilets falling out of the side of them.
Exactly right. And I would tell you too. I know, I'm a believer. I got a beard, and I like it sharp and close. But I know guys that do have the big beards, and they're just they're kind of some little rougher guys from a background, but they've taken that look and they like that look, and they've cleaned it up, and it has a purpose to it. And so you're right. You should have a good, clean vehicle, professional looking vehicle, that stuff isn't falling out when you get out. And even if you do have a beard, but it's big, but it's shaped, it looks like there's a purpose to it. There's a purpose on how you're dressed, short of, again, being in your underwear, and that kind of a thing. So, and you're right on. So, hey, where do you envision your plumbing company being in a year from now? So
in a year from now, In a year from now, I think I've came pretty good in the little bit of less than a year that I've been in business. But in a year from now, I want to have a dump truck and an excavator, and that's where I want to spend my life is on an excavator. And I want to have at least 2 service trucks out on the road in a year, out running service and turning over calls to create excavation work for me. And then when there's not work, I'm more than happy to jump on that bike and ride around and check on everybody.
Here we go. All right. That's nice, because that's what I would do. You mentioned I would take the Screaming Eagle. That's my caddy. And I would take it through Mike's car wash. And I got the $59 all you can buy, washes and stuff.
It's worth it.
Mike's car wash is not a sponsor, by the way. So that's why but it is worth it. So I would take it literally probably every day. I bet at least every day, every other day. And then you drive around and check on the guys, bring them a pop. I recommend when you're checking on your guys, bring them something to drink, I call ahead, see if they want something to eat, that kind of a thing. But man, you're right on.
Show respect to your men, and your men will show respect to you.
Amen, brother. Amen. Hey, we're going to let you catch your breath through. I'm going to have you right back here. But I got a question for you guys out there. All right. Hey, we've been talking about keeping customers, getting customers, keeping customers. And the last thing you want to have happen, which I hate happen. I hate losing customers more than I love making lots of money. Okay. But losing a customer, especially when it's my fault because I double booked or, the customer fell through the cracks or, lo and behold, I forgot about them. I hate telling the customer I forgot about them because those things are customer killers. All right. But you don't have to worry about that because with Jobber plumbing service management software, you can get rid of those customer killers. All right. Jobber makes it easy for you to schedule your customers. Jobber makes it easy for you to dispatch your calls. Jobber makes it easy for you to keep track of your guys that we're just talking about. As you bring on guys and you have them out in the field, it's easy to keep track of them. Jobber even makes it easy for your customers to pay you. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Because if you don't get paid, you don't have a business, you have a hobby, all right? But with Jobber, you save time, you save money, you save customers. And right now you can try Jobber for free for 14 days. And receive 20% off your first 6 months because I've hooked you up, brothers. I've hooked you up. Okay. Simply go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/jobber to start your free 14-day trial and 20% off your first 6 months. All right. You and your customers will be glad you did. Hey, and speaking of getting paid and making it easy for your customers to pay you, payment processing by Square does just that. It's money in the bank, literally. No more waiting by the mailbox to get paid for that job you did last month. No more chasing down late pays. No more robbing from Paul to pay Peter. You guys, you know what I'm talking about now. We all did it or do it, all right? No more, none of that. Because with Square payment processing, you simply swipe and the money is in your account as soon as the next business day. And signing up for Square is free, Free, free. You pay only when you make a sale. There are no monthly or hidden fees. And you pay the same rate for all major credit cards. And right now, you'll receive free processing on up to $1,000 in credit card transactions on your first 180 days. Can you say more money in the bank? All right. Hey, for details, go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/Square and start swiping money into your bank account today. All right. Hey, let's get Drew back here. We're going to do the lightning round here. All right. Hey, nice truck there. We got Drew coming in. All right. Taking a look at that truck. We got that truck up there a little bit longer there. Nice and clean. You can tell who it is. You can read that. Hey, I always talk about, for you guys out there with your branding, you want to do the 3x10 test. And that's print your logo, okay, out on a piece of paper, just a regular, 8.5 by 11 or whatever standard sheet of paper. And then have someone, hold it up and have someone stand 10 foot away from you, okay? And then hold it up for like 3 seconds and see if they can read it, all right? If they can read it and understand what it is, and tell you what they saw, what you do and that kind of a thing, hey, then your logo's good. If they can't, your logo's bad, all right? It's that simple. All right, hey, Drew, you ready for the lightning round?
Let's get it.
All right, man. Hey, first one for you. We're going to get real here. What was holding you back from starting your plumbing business?
Money.
Money. It's always money. Money. Money and fear. That's what it is. Hey, but You got to step in the ring. You know, you face the fear. Hey, and the money shows up. Don't worry about the money.
You got to lace them gloves up and get ready to fight.
There we go. That's right. Get her done, you know. And you're going to get hit in the face. When you get hit in the face, you get knocked down. You get right back up. All right. So, hey, are you a flat rate or a time and material guy, and why?
I like doing flat rate. Because it doesn't matter if you're on that job for 2 minutes or 2 hours, it's the same amount of money. And if you do time and material, if you do it in 2 minutes, it's not the same.
Nope. Hey, it's time, you know, a flat rate. And I'll just tell the guys, we have these discussions all the time. Flat rate is the most fair. So it's the most fair to everyone involved here. It's fair to you because you can recover all your costs. And as you get better and better, you should be paid better. I mean, you can do a job quicker. You should be paid for that. That's your expertise. And with the customer, it lets them know how much things are. And think about it. We live in a flat rate world. When you go out to eat, do they charge time and material? No, it's a flat rate. And, you buy your clothes, whatever it is you do, you go to grocery shopping. It's not time and material. It's flat rate. So we're used to it. So don't let your customers push you around that way. It's really, really fair. All right. Hey, share a personal habit that sets your day up for your success.
I would have to say my personal habit for success is my wife, because if it wasn't for her, I would be lost.
There's a smart man, especially with a wife that got you a Harley. I guess, right. That is paid off, brother. All right. Sounds like you got a Proverbs 31 wife. If you found a good wife, you found a treasure. You are a rich man already.
My dad told me a long time ago, a happy wife, a happy life. If you keep her happy, you'll always have a wife.
There we go. Hey, we talked to the guys, and I do have the lovely Laura sitting right next to me here. I'm not just saying, I'm not just sucking up to her. Hope, but
maybe you are.
There we go. That's right. But the wife, guys, hey, men out there, first of all, date your wives. And it's the one person on this planet that you listen to. If you're gonna, if you're anyone's boy, it's your wife's. The rest of us, you can tell us to do whatever, but to your wife, that's where it's at. All right, man. Hey, that's a good one. Hey, outside of a paycheck, what's the best thing a plumbing company that you've worked for has ever done for you?
That's a hard one.
And here in town. And you never worked for my company. Did you ever? I didn't want to go off the deep end here, but did you ever apply to Attaboy Plumbing?
Yes, I did.
Were you scared? I should. I'm talking trash. I'm talking trash.
I wasn't scared. The guy I interviewed with at Attaboy, he wanted me to be completely done with school before, because he was looking for a licensed plumber, and I didn't have that to offer, so I didn't get the job. But if that was the case, Richard Behney would have probably been my best boss I had.
Okay, right. Thank you, brother, for giving a homeboy a shout out there. All right, man. Hey, what's a software or some kind of techie gadget that helps you run your business that you could recommend?
We use QuickBooks, and it seems to be pretty easy. It's not real expensive. I couldn't tell you how to use it. If it wasn't for my wife, then I once again would be lost. But she got on there and played with it for a little bit, and she's got it figured out. There
we go, man. Drew, you're so smart to be working with your wife. I'll be a little honest, here. I am the $1 million plumber, and I'm proud of that. And we use QuickBooks and all that too. But if it weren't for my wife, I don't know. I'm not sure if Attaboy would have survived, So, hey, it's good to have the wives working on it, brother. It's good, man. Hey,
yeah. We would be doing a lot better if we could figure out how to get her to wash the bike while I'm at work.
There we go. Don't push your luck, man. Don't push your luck. Just enjoy the road.
I said that because she's sitting here looking at it. The bike's right behind us.
All right. Oh, man. Hey, look. Yeah, the lovely Laura says we'll have to have you and your wife on the show one day, because that's something we're starting. We're going to start talking with couples that are husband and wives that are running their plumbing businesses, because it's a good relationship. It's a unique relationship, and so yeah, we're going to have you and your wife on.
We can do it.
All right, man. Hey, we'll connect afterwards here. We'll connect. Hey, it's been great, man. We're kind of wrapping up our time here. Before I let you go, one last question for you here. What's the best advice that you've ever received?
My best advice was always let your wife handle your money and always make it safety first. If you make it safety first, everybody goes home at the end of the day safe, and as long as you pound that safety in people's heads, then you never have anything to worry about, because they should be out practicing what you teach them. And at the end of the day, they go home safe to their families, and you don't have an insurance claim, so you're not spending money. We're not here to spend money. We're here to make money.
Amen, brother. Amen. Great advice there, man. No wonder you got a Harley, man. All right. Good for you, man. Hey, it's been great having you on, and we look forward to talking with you again very soon. And yeah, let's connect here. We're going to get you and your wife on, and that should be a fun interview. We'll be on with we'll have the lovely Laura on too. That's something we're going to be starting soon, for that kind of a thing. So, but look forward to talking with you again. Hey, appreciate all the information that you shared, and hey, we'll maybe run into each other out here in the Indy somewhere sometime. All right.
Maybe we can make it a meeting to meet up somewhere sometime.
There we go. We'll do it. All right. Okay.
We can do it.
All right. If you let me borrow your Harley. Okay, right.
We might have to discuss that one.
I know. Okay, I'm pushing my luck. Okay. Especially since I didn't hire you or give you. Okay, right. Okay. All right. It was my loss, brother. It was my loss. All right, man. Hey, appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon, man.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, thank you, man. Take care. All right, there we have it. Mr. Drew Thompson, owner of Thompson's Plumbing, Sewer, and Drain out of my hometown here, Indianapolis, Indiana. Fun show there. We're going to have to, it was fun here. We'll have he and his wife on. Yep, we'll do that. So there we go. All right. Hey, Troy here, what's the best phone invoicing company program? That's a good one. There's a few different ones here. I want to, I don't want to go outside my sponsorship here. Make a there's some good ones out there, some expensive ones here. Good question, Troy. If anyone has comments, hey, let us know what you're using there for Troy. All right. So there you have it here. Hey, it's been fun here. Hey, if you'd like to be on Potty Talk Live, I'd love to have you on Potty Talk Live. Okay. And come be part of the show here. I know you have a story to tell. And hey, we'd love to have you on. The plumbing world is waiting to hear your story. Simply go to www.pottytalklive.com. Scroll on down to the Be My Guest button. Click it. Hey, and go from there, and we'll have you on the show. So there you go. Hey, the only stipulation is we ask that, hey, you be a plumber. All right, you got to be a plumber because plumbing's cool. All right, so there you have it. Hey, I mentioned my 7 must knows to be $1 million plumber. Hey, I want to get these things into your hands because if you're a cat that has, you got a plumbing license, a plumbing truck, and plumbing dream to take over your part of the plumbing world. You got to know these things. Hey, I want you to do it. Jump in, just like Drew says. You get, don't let the fear and the money be, get in the way. Those are common fears. Hey, you just got to jump in the ring and go after it. Hey, but you can do it. You can do it. But there is a fact that 95% of all plumbing businesses fail, and it's not because they're not good at plumbing. They just don't know these 7 things. They don't know the business side of plumbing. And in my report, the 7 must knows to be $1 million plumber, I reveal those things, those principles for you. So, hey, get it. I made it easy for you. There's no strings attached. There's no catch, no gimmicks. It's free. Simply type free in the comments, and it's yours, and I'll get it right out to you. All right. Hey, also, if you'd like to see other episodes of Potty Talk Live, all right, and check out, we have had guys all over the world dropping huge nuggets of gold. Talking with Drew here. He says he watches every episode as well. He should, and you too. All right. Hey, because we can learn from everybody. All right. I love talking with guys all over the world. I learn something, every episode, and so will you. Hey, if you want to see other episodes, check them out. Go to my YouTube page, The $1 Million Plumber, and you'll see Potty Talk Live there. Hey, and do me a favor while you're there, subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button. All right. If you'll do that, help me get the word out. I greatly appreciate it. So there you have it. Hey, it's about time to, I think, flush this episode of Potty Talk Live. All right. It's been a great one. All right. About time. It has been fun. All right. Hey, but before I let you guys go, I want to remind you that you were purposefully and wonderfully created. And I'm talking to you, bro, you were created to do great things. So when you're out there doing your thing, as always, run like a champion.